Welcome to the Mofo Show. I'm Chaz. This is Ben.
I'm Ben.
And you know, I guess this would have been a really happy podcast today. A lot of cool news has come out, but unfortunately, something terrible has happened
Yeah.
or happened in the last 2 days. Um, which coincides with this jersey sitting right here. And yeah, man, it's kind of a weird feeling right now because it still doesn't feel real, right?
Yeah. It's kind of like the constant. I don't know if you call it like emotion or feeling or whatever. For since I heard the news, that I was just like, no, like it can't. It just didn't feel right. And I just think it's crazy how everybody's having that feeling. Like everybody, I think obviously Lakers fans were gonna feel this, and people who lived in LA and all around the world that are Lakers fans and Kobe fans.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of I've been listening to like sports radio nonstop basically since Sunday. But everybody has like this common feeling like they didn't realize how much this was gonna affect. Like if you would have asked them 2 days before it happened,
Yeah.
like how important is Kobe Bryant to you, or how much does Kobe Bryant mean to you, or something like that. They probably wouldn't. They probably been like, oh, he's a great player.
Yeah.
But they probably wouldn't have. I don't think anybody. I mean, not anybody. Obviously, his fans, but. I mean, I'm one of the people. Listen. I loved watching Kobe as a player. He was one of my favorite players to watch. But the feeling I felt when the news came out, it was just unexpected. I didn't realize I would feel that way, and it sucked.
It really did, man. Like when I found out, I was driving from Pennsylvania, and I just left the Crayola factory with Megan and the baby. So we were just driving, and Megan gets an alert, and she's like, Kobe Bryant died. I'm like, what? What do you mean Kobe Bryant didn't die? Kobe Bryant didn't die. Yeah, I think something bad happened. And she clicked on the article and TMZ, and it disappeared for a second.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And she kept searching. And I'm like looking at my phone. I'm getting alerts to my phone, but then it goes away. It's like it wasn't working. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm like, oh, this has to be a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Nobody wanted to
turn the
believe
radio on. Nothing AM, nothing FM, sports radios. Nothing's going. But then I guess come to find out, maybe like 20 minutes later, everything started flooding in, man. Like Kobe Bryant dead. Kobe Bryant death. All this crazy stuff. And it was just like, what? What's going on? I get home. I turn ESPN on. I'm going through the channel, and still nothing's on there.
Nothing was on.
But it's on the phones.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the hell? I was getting pissed. I'm like, what the somebody tell me what's going on. Little backstory. Kobe Bryant is my favorite player of all time. Like, honestly, Lakers. I'm a big Lakers fan. I played with Kobe in the video game when he was not even Kobe in the video game. Like, it was Eddie Jones was like, so, and he was the backup, like, rookie crap player that was on there. And I remember his name being there, and then him taking Eddie Jones' spot and just flourishing from there. And I just grew with him, and going through all the shit that happened with him, and all the good times, and Shaq and all that stuff. And it's just like this guy right here just kept fighting and fighting. He's just a good man, and it's just crazy how like that it just got taken away. So fast forward to today. Fast forward to that day. Finally, out of all channels, the college basketball channels, first to break the news, puts it up. Kobe Bryant dead at the age of 41, helicopter crash. People are saying his 4 daughters are in there. People are saying this and that. And I'm just like, what the heck is going on? Then finally, all the other channels start. I went to the NFL game. Finally, boom, comes on. Kobe Bryant, and you're seeing all these players reacting to it like, what the fuck in these news? It's just crazy to find out that his wife found out through TMZ's piece of shit ass. Like, what happened? Like, she didn't even, the cops didn't even get there on time to tell her. She found her on TMZ. That's why TMZ took it down.
Yeah, the chief of police ripped him a new asshole because it was like.
You already put it out there?
It's crazy.
Like,
I don't. I mean, TMZ has done some shady stuff in the past, and it's like it's a little weird how much. I mean, I get it that you want to break the news, but sometimes stuff's more important than you breaking the news. And that was when I found out that they had reported it before.
Yeah,
it was confirmed that the family knew. That was crazy.
But I feel like it was something. Part of me was just like, okay, maybe they made a mistake. Maybe it's not Kobe's helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kobe Bryant. He's God. He's like a mythical being. Like he's Superman. He's this man that is a good person, that is just all about life and family, and retired. And he took these he took these choppers everywhere so he can cut down time, so he could be with his kids.
Yeah.
Like you didn't think this was gonna happen. And then they're saying all his daughters were on there, and I just like my heart sunk. Then it went to his daughters weren't on there.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I mean, it still hurt, but I was like, okay, cool. But then, then finally the real news came in. His daughter Gigi was on the flight with him. I was just stunned. And then it comes in, their coach was on there. Then the family, the other three. What's the last names of them?
Albatellis.
Albatellis. Like mother, father, and daughter,
yeah,
and another daughter and her mom, and then it went from 4 people to 9, including the pilot, and it's just like, wow, in an instant, like these people are gone. How did you find out about this whole thing?
When you called me,
when I called you, right?
It was crazy. I feel like as you called me, Jimmy got the alert on his phone, and Jimmy said it, and I was like, and then you called me and you said it, and I was like, I was trying to turn on the TV down in the rec room, and I was like, and you were on the phone with me. I was like, it would not turn on. TV would not turn on.
It's crazy,
which
right?
was so frustrating because I was like, I just want to know if this is true.
Yeah.
And it was like that. I mean, because when you hear something like that, your first thing is denial. Because I mean, not that anybody knew him. Well, not that we knew him personally or anything like that. But
you felt like
you've just known Kobe Bryant for so long, just from TV, and he's just a ridiculously popular guy. And it was just weird. It was like nobody wanted to believe it. I was really. I don't know why, but I was watching the news, and they had people on that knew him and stuff like that, and they were all breaking down. And I was really concerned that the next day on the radio, because all the bad thing that happened in his history is I just didn't want people to harp on that now.
Oh my God.
It's this is just not the time to bring that up. And
a bunch of people
on the radio, surprisingly, everybody, I've been listening for the last Monday, Tuesday, and people have been just sharing great stories about him. And
incredible
just
stories.
Crazy. Everybody that's been on ESPN or TNT and all these basketball related journalists and analysts.
And
it's
not fake either, because these stories have been out there before.
And they're all and you can see when they're telling this they can't even get through the story.
Can't even get through it, man.
Jimmy Fallon did you see Jimmy Fallon's monologue? I didn't see Jimmy Kimmel's yet. I gotta watch. He did his whole show. Yeah, no audience or anything like that. It's just he affected so many people, and I know what. Eventually, people are just gonna start bringing up the past, and it's gonna get nasty. It's already started.
I mean, but thankfully, everybody that has brought the past, they destroy these people.
They get shut down pretty quick.
I think the big 3 we could talk about is that lady dropping the N-word.
Stupid. That was just crazy.
What?
That was crazy.
The Los Angeles what?
Yeah.
Okay.
That
And then
was bizarre.
and you got that woman from MSNBC. No, that was there was a woman from what was it? I can't remember. She was a news article writer. She goes, "Oh, Kobe Bryant, a rapist, got killed. Like, why? For what? What is that?" Then you have Ari,
Yeah,
the comedian. Fuck him,
that
man.
guy's done.
Oh my god. Oh good. Oh good. A rapist died today. I'm happy.
Yeah.
What was says? Yo, dude, his child and him like died, man. That's good.
Yeah. I mean, I know he. I hope when he made that video, he didn't know his daughter was involved in that crap. Not either way. It's
He's saying,
shitty of him.
dude, he goes, he got hacked. So
But-
so they
yeah.
forced you to make that video.
No, but he said he got hacked for the first video that came out, and then he made another video. So he proved himself that it obviously anyway.
He's an idiot.
I just he's just.
He's
I hope he didn't know his daughter was involved in the crash. When he made, I mean, it's disgusting either way, but it would be 10 times worse in my opinion if he knew Kobe's daughter was on that helicopter.
I mean, that's the thing. That's the killer right there, man. It's just, I guess. All right, let me just collect myself for a second. I just, I have a son, so, if I don't even know what I would do at that moment. Like, what do you? I just hope it's just, it's just what do you say to your kid? Like, what do you do? Like, you are like in this power. You are like you got to think from Kobe's perspective. Mm-hmm. You are one of the most powerful people in the world. Let's say that, right? You are the most popular. You are just a crazy athlete. You've done so much for people, and in this moment, you cannot save your kid.
Dude, helpless. That's the scariest. There's nothing that you have to imagine everything. Every scenario went through his head. Like, what can I do? And in the end, there was nothing. It was just. I can't. I don't know. I can't even imagine. And
I'm fucking.
I mean, yeah. That's like the. I mean, I think. I mean, obviously, well, I guess not everybody, but a lot of people love Kobe, and that made it hard just knowing that he had gone, but knowing his daughter that was gonna carry on his legacy in basketball. That
she was gonna be something. She was gonna be something,
and it was like it almost would have been like if she would have survived. Or like obviously if she'd never been on that helicopter, we would have had, a part of Kobe to look forward to in the future.
Yeah.
When, because she was gonna go to UConn, she was gonna go to the WNBA, and we would have had something familiar. Kobe Bryant's daughter playing basketball. Most likely playing at a high level. It would have been nice to have that in the future, and like for that all to just be
like T-Mac goes. She had a fadeaway at 13 years old.
Yeah, she did. I was watching her highlight tape earlier.
Just like Kobe,
she had his move. She had all his like the post moves, and that's what you get from the stories that people would tell about him. Whenever he would talk about her, he's like she's got all those fundamentals that he had to learn in the NBA. She already had it, and she was only 13 years old, and she was going to be working on that for at least another 8 years probably.
It's insane.
So she went pro. Like it's tragedy is the only word.
There's never been anything like this.
It's crazy.
There's never been a super athlete, a super person, a person that's done so much for the community, that is an icon. That's, I can keep going with like. I think Ice Cube said it the best. He said Kobe. Not even was Ice Cube. No, it was Fitz. What's the guy from the Knicks? The guy from the Knicks coach.
Fizdale.
He goes. Kobe's the only person that could walk into any neighborhood and be accepted. Not even Michael Jordan could do that. Kobe can walk into any neighborhood in LA and nobody would mess with him.
Oh yeah.
Because he was God. He was. I mean, I'm not saying he's like God, but he's just He was he was Superman. Like if you saw Superman walking, help. Like just a month ago, this man stopped traffic to help somebody in a car accident.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Crazy.
It
sucks.
It really does.
I
Man.
feel like there's these moments when like you lose when you lose people like this. There's like you wish you could just have like a time machine and just be like, hey, I'm not gonna ride the helicopter today.
Oh my God! Some guy posted
it's
that.
just like
He's like, if you had 3 hours, what would you do?
oh man, it's just like it sucks. It's like that's part of what makes it because you don't. I mean, selfishly, you don't want to lose like what he could have done. They've been talking about it, like what he was gonna do for like the WNBA.
WNBA is
promoting the women's game. They had Nancy Lieberman on the radio yesterday on the Michael K show, and she was basically talking about how he supported her coaching in the NBA, and how much he wanted to work with the WNBA to promote that league and build that league so it could finally be sustainable. So I mean, I don't know. You hear all this stuff, and it's just like it. Somebody who had so many plans to improve society and you know accept women in the workplace and in sports and stuff like that. It sucks. It sucks. That all that. I mean, hopefully, you know that this inspires people to take that on, and continue what he was doing. But to lose him who somebody who was so powerful, all he had to do if he was involved, it becomes
top priority.
Yeah, it becomes that much more important.
Oh yes,
just because of his name, and
he said he always wanted to be better than Jordan.
Yeah.
And he was. I mean, Jordan might be a money mogul, team owner, but nobody really knows anything about him.
No.
Kobe was.
Oh yeah.
Kobe was the man. Was the face. No problem. Saw you in the street. Will talk to you. And won't treat you like you're just some guy. He respected everybody.
Yeah.
From the lowest person. Like I forgot who was telling a story. A cab driver. The guy's.
Oh, Mike Breen was telling the story.
No. There's a girl I follow on Instagram, and she said she jumped in a cab, and the guy was wearing a Kobe jersey, and he told a story about how Kobe got in his cab, and like was just the nicest person and gave him a nice tip, and was just talking to the guy like he was just a human being, and it's just like you hear little stories like that.
Yeah.
So what you were gonna say?
Well, Mike Breen was telling a story. I think it was during one of the times Kobe played on Team USA. I think it was in China, but I'm not sure. And he was taking a cab, and the cab driver saw that he was wearing an NBA jacket or something like that. Mike Breen, and he was like, oh NBA. He's like, yeah, I work. I call the games or whatever. And he was like, he asked him. He was broken English, but he asked him, you know Kobe. He's like, yeah, I just talked to him yesterday or something like that. And the guy loved Kobe so much he just broke down and cried. He said he broke down to the point where he could not drive the cab. He had to pull over because
he was such a good man.
Because he loved Kobe so much, and he broke down, and the guy he didn't even meet Kobe Bryant. He just met Mike Breen, who knows Kobe Bryant, and he was so overwhelmed by that.
Yeah.
That affected him that way. But and I mean, like I said, I've been listening to the radio for the last two days, and the stories from just regular people that they have of meeting Kobe Bryant, how he treated them, and how great he was with them.
It's crazy, man.
It sucks. I mean,
that's one person I wish I had met, man. I mean, the closest I've ever got was in a game, and he was hurt. And I just watched him on the bench. But that also shows you, like, he traveled with his team hurt and would come to the games and sit on the bench and, cheer his team on. Team leader. like, but we're coming to the closing of this talk because how much more can we talk about?
Yeah.
I think we carried everything, but going forward, I feel like there's a lot of things the league needs to do, especially with this tragedy, because there's never been something like this. You need to retire 8 and 24 on every team. It needs to happen. I'm sorry, guys already giving up their numbers.
Yeah.
Dimwitty. I don't know if what's the name, the guy from Sacramento's going to do it, but
yeah, I know it's been there's a few players talking about it, giving up their numbers.
Well, Dimwitty already did. He's going to be
he already
26
did it.
now.
Yeah.
So there's a couple players doing that. Next thing, they need to change the logo. Jerry West even said it. He's like, I'm cool not being the logo anymore. Make Kobe the logo.
That'd be cool.
Support the Mamba
Foundation.
There's a lot of donating to the families involved. The Vanessa and Kobe Foundation. I just bought bracelets, and that was like $17 that went to them. There's a lot of things you can do. Try to keep the positivity. Keep going with Kobe's message. I just read that they were gonna do Staples Center for his funeral, but they're you know what they're doing? The freaking the football stadium.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna do it there, and their thing that's not even gonna be big enough.
It's gonna be. I know all the players are trying to get the NBA to either cancel games or pick a day where
they cancel games.
Where they are canceling.
They cancel the games today. Cancel for the.
They canceled the Lakers Clippers.
Yeah, Lakers Clippers.
But they're trying to get them to cancel whenever they're doing the public funeral.
Oh yeah, cancel that.
That
needs to happen.
Or at least do it on a day where there's only 1 or 2 games going on.
Exactly.
Like
what else? The Huskies. I think the Huskies already.
They honored his daughter.
Honored with number 2. These families that lost everything. If you know them, if you send them support. There's a lot more people involved in this than you think. A lot more people that need their support. Be mindful to the family. Don't be assholes. Those conspiracy theorists and stuff. Shut up. Seriously, just stop.
Yeah.
Like the man died. It was an accident. Stuff happened. I just hope, to be honest, I hope it's not foul play, man. Of all things, I just hope it's not foul play.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
I hope not.
I think it was
just
a bad day to be flying.
In this video, I'll post some links to a lot of the aircraft guys, a lot of aviation videos. These guys are very respectful, but they're just showing you what happened just to make you ease the mind. There's a lot of videos of people with descriptions. By the way, if anybody's watching this video, if you have any footage, pictures of anything, the police department over there, aviation's community over there is looking for pictures and video because there's no black box. There's no video, no recordings in there, so they need everything to figure out what happened. But yeah, man, it's just it's incredible. I'm happy. I'm kind of happy I didn't fucking start breaking down and crying because
the last 2 days I've been listening to the radio and like when people tell these stories, I'm on.
I'm freaking on
my route and I'm just like trying. I'm like fighting back tears. Like I mean, I don't cry. But this is just it's there. I don't, and it's like I said before. I don't know why it's affected me like this. Like I don't know, man. It's just great. I think honestly, it's we've been seeing him with his daughter so much at all these games, and that narrative was just starting to grow. And then of course LeBron passes him the night before, and so he was like just being praised for all his stuff again. It's just so crazy how that he was just being brought back into the news and.
He just started going to games again because his daughter wants to go to the games.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel bad for Trae Young,
and it's just like, Trae Young broke down. That was tough, too.
Gigi was his favorite player.
That was his favorite. Yeah, that was her favorite player. And
he said he's only been to a couple games and 2 of them were mine.
Yeah. I can, what can you say? This was an epic tragedy.
The NBA lost David Stern. They were doing the black marks for that, but now Kobe. I'm not gonna say it's a good thing that this happened this week, but Rest of the season needs to be dedicated to Kobe. LeBron's gonna go on a tear. He's gonna go off on every game.
Yeah.
The All-Star game is definitely gonna be all Kobe Bryant.
Yeah,
The whole
100%.
thing.
They're naming the MVP award after him, the All-Star MVP award.
Wow, that's incredible right there. NBA, this is. I mean, unfortunately, you know, you guys got to use this, and you need to make sure this man is never forgotten ever. I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna be the last person this bad thing happened to, but this is legit the first. And how many years has the NBA been around?
It's the 40s.
It's crazy,
50s,
man.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, man. This is.
But that's what somebody was talking about, how they didn't realize the NBA was so young as a league, to where you think about all the true like legends of the game, like the all-time great players, and he was saying how, you know, the only one really of the all-time greats that you think about that's passed is Will Chamberlain.
Most Malone.
And it's like now you add Kobe Bryant to such a short list of all-time NBA greats that's not with us anymore, and it's just like
2, 3 now.
It's like a few guys. It's just
3 big ones.
I was thinking about it. I was like, you know, you're just looking forward to him aging, him, you know, becoming like Bill Russell and Dr. J. You know, these old guys sitting on the sideline with their gray hair now and reliving their accolades every time you know they come to an All-Star game or the finals and stuff like that. And it's just we don't get to do that anymore. It's just crazy.
He doesn't see his daughters grow up. These kids don't like have a father around.
3-year-old and a 7-month-old.
Yeah.
And they're never. It's like.
And his oldest daughter's there.
Yeah.
The eldest.
She's.
Vanessa Bryant, man, I don't know how she's gonna deal with this.
Yeah.
But apparently, she's being very strong with reports. You know what's crazy? It's just it's just insane how many evil people are out there. Seriously, like you know, there's certain times in your life that you find out like what evil people are, but like this is crazy. Like on the flip side of all this, you know, positivity towards this man, you got so much negativity from just random ass people. But I mean, they are fighting back. People are just like, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. But you know what's gonna happen, just like you called it before. It's gonna overwhelm it. One of these days, it's gonna.
Yep.
And everybody's gonna forget about these families, and everybody's gonna forget about his daughter, and it's just gonna be ripping Kobe time. And I know it happens all the time when somebody famous dies. You know, I better not hear any of that shit, man. I swear. I legit unsubscribed from like certain people saying negative things. I deleted people. But you know what's gonna hurt me the most is like, my love of sports kind of just dwindles right now. I don't even want to. I don't even care.
Yeah.
I don't care about the rest of the season. I don't care about fucking football. I don't even care about Super Bowl this weekend.
That's the crazy thing is like, you know, something crazy has happened when it's Super Bowl week, and I haven't heard any analysis of the Super Bowl.
Only I heard is Richard Sherman saying that he's dedicating the win to Kobe.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to fix this.
It's just it's really just taking over the world.
The world, man. Isn't that insane? It's like
got soccer players making tributes, international basketball players.
Dude, I feel like we were talking about this a couple podcasts ago. Like, who will die that's gonna be big, like a big death? Who's the next big death that can happen? I think we had this conversation on a podcast, and it's like, who would think it would be Kobe Bryant?
Nobody.
Like, I almost broke down crying today because Shaq's like, we can't even joke about my Hall of Fame speech. Like, we can't even joke because he's going to the Hall of Fame this year. Shaq's like, I can't even make a joke around about I would have won this and that with him, everything. And then Shaq says, I haven't talked to him since he scored 60 points. I'm like, that's like 3 years ago.
2016.
But then you see how good Kobe.
Almost 4 years.
Did you see Kobe? Did you see Shaq's son put in the text messages?
Yeah, I'm checking in on him. Yeah, man.
The day of too, right?
The day of.
And then he didn't answer.
The day of.
And he didn't answer.
Woke up, he slept in. He answered. He did answer him, but everything had happened already. It's great. It's a tragedy. I mean, it's just. I mean, it's been the only thing anybody can talk about. I feel like the last few days, and it's just people not knowing how to get over it, because it's just such a unexpected, horrible thing, and I mean, I'm just happy that for the most part, it's all been positive. For the most part, very, very like like 0.001% of it has been negative, and for the most part, it's been people sharing stories, good stories, funny stories, stories like about how he gave them advice. A-Rod's talking about how at his lowest points when he was dealing with all his steroid stuff, Kobe came to him.
T.O. said good
T.O.
things. T.O. said he wouldn't be where he was.
All these people.
All these people. T-Mac. Vince Carter.
Yeah. So many basketball players.
So many basketball players.
Kyrie Irving.
Like, all these people, just positive stories. And Dwayne Wade even said that he's the best. He was the best.
Yeah.
He's like, he was, like, out of all people going, I can't believe, I'm still, like, right now, I feel like I'm an out-of-body experience. I don't believe we're talking about the death of Kobe Bryant.
I woke up the next day, and the first thing I did was check my phone. I was like, it was one of those you just wanted to be a dream. It was like I just came off vacation, and it was like every day on vacation, I was like dreaming about work. It was like you wake up and you're just, oh, thank God, that was a dream. And then this happens, and you wake up the next day, and it's just like, why couldn't this be a bad dream? You know, it's like I don't know. I don't know how else to keep talking about this, but it's just a big loss, and we're gonna.
Dude, I thought we were gonna have this podcast probably in like 40 years from now, like maybe like just us talking about, oh yeah, Kobe Bryant passed away, at the age of freaking 81,
Yeah.
81.
Even that. I don't know, man. I'm excited for the All-Star game because I want to see. I know that's just gonna be.
They better show out.
That's gonna be awesome. It's just gonna be It's gonna be like a Kobe love fest.
Yep.
So that'll be good.
Every All-Star game should be a Kobe love fest.
And
should be called the Kobe game.
Kobe games. Yeah, man. I don't know.
Kobe.
Mamba.
Like that's another thing. Like someone always put out there. Like somebody put up. I've been reading. My cousin loves Reddit and he thinks it's the best thing in the world. And I just been going a deep dive of Reddit. Just people saying things. He's like, you never hear anybody go LeBron.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Nope.
Jordan. Kobe. That's Kobe. All the time. Did you see that they're going to change the game from 21 to 24?
Yeah. No, it's a Kobe. Well, the one I read it, they said they're going to change it to Kobe.
Kobe, yeah, it's going to call it Kobe.
Yeah, you played a 24.
Yeah.
And you drop back to 8 if you don't get the perfect 24. Yeah, man.
R.I.P. to Kobe Bryant. I guess this was a sad Mofo show. But next one will be more, upbeat. But yeah,
and
guys,
regular.
Regular. Yeah, regular.
We'll be doing episodes every week again.
Yes. Hopefully
maybe more than one.
Yeah,
we'll see.
So. I think we'll do more than that. But
I think we should do another one this week.
Yeah, I think we should do another one.
Get a more better tone.
If you had a chance, would you go to California for the funeral?
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. I'm thinking about it.
It'd be nice.
I'm thinking about it.
It'd be cool, but yeah.
I'm thinking about it. Like, I'm not even joking. I'm seriously thinking about it. But anyway, guys, let us know your comments. Put in the comments. See, tell us what what's your memories of Kobe. Was it the 60-point game? Was it 81-point game? Was it all the championship wins? Was it when him and Chris Childs fought each other?
Honestly, my favorite is not even one single memory. It's just watching him. He was the best ISO player.
Oh my God!
Like it wasn't like AI was a great ISO player because he would just cross you up, but Kobe's just like
Punch you right in the mouth.
put your hand through my head. I am making this shot in your face. Like
in your face.
He has made more shots with guys' hands straight up just blinding him.
Yep.
Than anybody ever, and that was my favorite thing to watch about him. It was like,
man.
He didn't need to see the hoop. The guy could just. Oh, it was an insane ability to just the best tough shot maker and taker. Like he took shots like nobody would take. Like I don't like even like when Kevin Durant takes those kind of shots, he's 7 foot tall. He's seeing over everything. Kobe, you have a hand in this guy's face. I've seen it so many times. You could make a freaking 2-hour highlight clip of him just making shots with guys' hands just in his grill, and that was it was my favorite thing that he did was take turnarounds like that and just pull up right in your face and just drain them all the time.
Thank you, Kobe.
Yeah,
for real. Thank you, Kobe, for all the memories. And I'm sorry for I'm sorry for the Bryant family for your losses. Shit. I don't even know what I would do. I mean, I didn't put that in the universe, but
yeah.
I'm sorry for all the families. I'm sorry to everybody that's dealing with this. Yeah. Thanks, Kobe. This is Kobe Bryant, Mr. Bryant. This jersey will be worn. I will never buy another Laker jersey in my life. I'm not even kidding you. I will buy only Kobe jerseys for the rest of my life, or I'll just keep this one. LeBron, I'm sorry, but sorry. This right here will never ever. This jersey right here will always be on me forever. I will be buried with this jersey. This man was the best, and he loved Bruce Lee just like me. Loved fucking Bruce Lee. I need to find those. I need to get those Bruce Lee Kobe's. Oh, real quick, did you see the best thing they did? Nike took all the Kobe's off their website. You can't buy anything Kobe
Really?
because they don't want people reselling it and making money off it. Other sites won't let you sell Kobe Bryant sneakers because I looked on Sneaker X and people are posting these things up for crazy money, and then people are trying to make money off T-shirts.
Yeah, people are terrible.
Oh, anyway,
People
let me not get
terrible.
into that.
Yeah,
Guys, thank you for listening. We're gonna put another episode up very quickly. But thank you for listening. Post your comments down below. Let us know how Kobe impacted your life. And we'll see you on the next one.